I am doing the 82-0 challenge, but selecting a team from each decade from the past. Let's go into it. Starting from the 80s and moving to the present day, let's see what generation of player. We're going to get the Knicks. Let's go with Patrick Ewing, 80s. All right, so we got a pretty good first selection. Let's see what we can get now. We are going with the Philadelphia 76ers. Let me get Joel Embiid current. I know AI is out there, but Joel Embiid. 90s, thousands, and tens. Let's see. This is my cup of tea of basketball. So the Detroit Pistons, let's go with Isaiah Thomas for the 90s. The 2000s and the tens. Let's see what I can get. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Give me Kevin Durant, 2010s. All right, so the 2000s. No big men on the board for me. We are going to get the Philadelphia 76ers. Allen Iverson.
We throw this team on NBA 2K, and we're going to test out how it fares against the best of the best in the current NBA. We're going to go ahead and simulate through this season as we are trying to test if this team is built good enough to go 82-0. As you can see, we start off with a solid few W's, but the roster is pretty solid. I like this decade's challenge because as a younger NBA fan, obviously not an old head, but I've been around long enough to appreciate 90s and 80s basketball to the way I can. A little prior to that is before my time, but I do like to say I'm well versed in it. And honestly, getting a squad like this isn't bad. We're not 82-0, unfortunately. We're 10-2, but we're 10-2. It's not the end of the world. We're going to still see if this team can end up winning the chip or not. But it's just to see how this roster that we built in this 82-0 Decades Challenge fares. And right now, honestly, I'm really thrilled to see how well they are performing so far. You look at our roster, you got Patrick Ewing, who is honestly one of the best centers, power forwards of all time. He played in an era where you were literally fighting people on the court, and for positioning in the post, like it's not even like you're just always brawling. Like no, it's a really physical game, and you have to push people out of your way to get to where you want to go. And he was the best at that. I mean, this guy was the #1 consensus guy coming out of college, out of Georgetown. And he played exceptionally well throughout his career. Unfortunately, it was on the Knicks. But anyways, we've got a few other guys on this team that I'm really proud about. You already know that OKC Kevin Durant player is a really close player to my heart. I mean, one of my favorite players of all time. I currently have him as the #1 best player in the NBA. But back in the day, if he wasn't doing Sprint family plan commercials, he was balling on the court, and it was really entertaining to watch, which is why he became one of my favorite players. I know he got a lot of heat for that Golden State drama, but hopefully he can do it and show us that he is still the GOAT in this game right here. We're facing up against Brooklyn. I feel like Brooklyn is a evenly matched team. They do have 3 superstars, and I just thought it was fair to put my team against the best for you guys. So as you can see, I'm the Philadelphia 76ers. We're off to a pretty good start, 8-8. We are playing 2-minute quarters, but Allen Iverson dishing it to Kevin Durant. That's what I like to see. And KD also making a lot of facilitating plays. Really going to make this roster pop at the end of the day. And Joel Embiid is that man. Allen Iverson as well. He is the answer after all. But we are already in the third quarter, and James Harden is starting to do James Harden things. Kevin Durant, oh yeah, he's keeping my team in it. It is a very close game, 22-20. And Allen Iverson misses a buzzer beater at the end of the third. James Harden goes on the other end and posterizes us to tie the game. I mean, he's killing us right now. James Harden is taking over, but Kevin Durant is able to take the lead in the corner. It's James Harden again. Can we stop this guy? What is going on? Julius, what are you doing? Oh my God, Irving. Now we get blocked. Allen Iverson. Oh my God, this is... We're falling apart. We're falling apart. Let's see. Can we win the game? 4 seconds. Allen Iverson's got the ball. Top of the key. Pulls up for 3. It's game! Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. The answer. There was a question if we would win, and he was the answer. Sorry, James Harden, you did take over, but it wasn't enough to beat my 82-0 decades squad. I was pretty happy how we were able to handle Brooklyn. With Allen Iverson stepping up and hitting that big shot, it reminded me back in the day when he was on the cover of every single 2K that existed. I mean, AI is literally the face of the NBA, but let's look at how we fared against the rest of the competition in the league so far. We're 34-20, not the best. I thought we would do a lot better, but KD's averaging 28, 9, and 7, while Allen Iverson's averaging 25 with 10 assists. Wow, 10 assists is also a pretty big number. Joel Embiid with a massive double-double. Patrick Ewing 20 and 15 rebounds a game. Andre Drummond numbers, but Isaiah Thomas with 14 assists. This roster, you couldn't ask for it to get any better. It's very historic. It's a really good roster. I'm just happy that I'm able to show you guys how they perform on NBA 2K. So let's get back to simulating the regular season as we take 3 L's in a row. Alright, let's break that streak. 3 L's in a row is not what we look like. I want to see our schedule filled with W's. Okay, we're off to a good start here. So I want to know who you guys would have taken if you're still here watching this video with me. Who you would have taken if you got the Knicks. Would you have taken Patrick Ewing? Would you have taken Carmelo Anthony? Knowing that he's in an era with LeBron James that you could have gotten or a different kind of GOAT level player. Are you satisfied with that pick? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because that I feel like is the most controversial here. But you guys can let me know that, and if there are any other ones. End of the season's here. LeBron James is your MVP. LaMelo Ball is your Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie's 6th man, and Giannis Depoy. Lonnie Walker making Most Improved. Good for these guys. But let's go ahead and check the All NBA teams. We do not get a first team, but we do get a second team in Joel Embiid and Kevin Durant, both making the second team. And the third team, we've got Isaiah Thomas and Patrick Ewing. That's 4 members of our 5 on top All NBA teams. Playoff time. And with all honesty, I don't know what to expect. We are playing the Atlanta Hawks in the first round, and we go up. No, we go down. We lose the first game of our playoff run. We're down 2-1 against the Atlanta 7th. We're down 3-1 to the 7th seed Atlanta Hawks. Oh my God. The Hawks blew a 3-1 lead. That's all. The Hawks blew a 3-1 lead. Thank you, Atlanta. Sorry, Trae Young. We had to do like that. So our next game is going to be, our next series is going to be against the Miami Heat, who I am a big fan of. I've been a Heat fan my entire life, and honestly, we take a 2-1 lead, 2-2 actually. Okay, Game 7. Let's stop and simulate with Simcast here. I like to do this on elimination games so that we can jump in to see if there are any clutch moments at the end for you guys. But starting off slow, we got a 5-5 game. I'm going to speed this up here in a second. And let's see if we can win this game against Miami. They've got a really good squad. I love my boys down here in South Florida. But it looks like we're taking care of business. We advance to the next round. Is that another 3-1 lead blown? I don't know why we're getting down, but we're playing the Raptors. We should have this in the bag. We go 2-0, and then we're in a Game 7 after we go up 2-0. That should not be happening here. Let's simulate with this feature simcast and see who can win this game. I mean, I hope we edge Toronto out in the game 7. I don't know why Toronto would be so good this season. Okay, we have a commanding. We lose the lead with 5 minutes left, and I don't think we're gonna get it back. Our squad just got embarrassed. The All Decades team got embarrassed by the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors of all teams win the NBA championship. What is the simulation? Thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. We appreciate all of you guys. Right now, we smashed our sub goal of 500, and you guys are really, really supporting us extremely right now and making us want to do this even more. For that being said, we do appreciate all of our subscribers, so if you are subscribed, thank you. And if you aren't, please go make sure to consider subscribing and like the video. As always, Jonathan and the BanterBroadcast. We'll see you next time.